But now I want you to look at this game real quick.
Alright, I got you. You stream it? Oh, there you go.
Like most of the offensive things, I'm pretty sure you probably already know, but I'm gonna show you anyway. You watching now?
Hold on.
I think I'll see it. It's gonna say number one.
I'm watching it.
All right. Okay, give me a second. Okay. Um, you see right here, I switch everything, and then I could focus on Schroeder and put nothing inside. Also, I could stop that shit, nothing inside. So when hoes go in the paint, they're going to stop that shit. Right now, on offense, boom. You could crash the glass, you could push the pace, walk it up, get your shooters open. Then I could play through whoever I want to play through. Or to the other side, you got motion cuts, all that. You set your team up to how I don't really do that shit because they be all over the place.
I swear, I did not know none of that on defense.
You do that, then you could press physical defense. Where's this shit? When they get the ball back, I'm gonna show you how to do the matchups. And like how I do the pick and roll, and then I do freelance. And when you freelance, it's just they always going to do that. Like that's what they're gonna do now. They always just gonna set picks and run to the paint. Set picks, run to the paint. That's it. But on defense, you could boom. You could do automatic. You could shrink the floor. Motherfucking no threes. Where is this shit at? Oh, the matchups. You press it. I always think they go back. But when you press L1, the button is gonna be on top of their head. I'm gonna show you. But that's why I was trying to tell them, like, y'all not doing what I'm doing. Like, and hold on. Do you know about this already? I'm gonna show you.
I do not do this at all.
The controller settings, when you put it for absolute, everything absolute, the pro stick orientation, the off ball freelance mode, and the defense, everything is you. Everything.
Yeah,
It's not.
yeah,
It's not.
yeah,
Yeah.
I know that.
Yeah. And then with the pass target direction on 80, 9 out of 10, all your passes is gonna go to that person. It's going to go to him regardless. I usually put it on 90, but sometimes it goes right past him, so I stopped doing that. Um, the adaptive coaching engine, I always take that off. I always take the right. Everything that you see is always on. My shit is always on manual because that's how you lose. I mean, to be honest, that's how you lose and that's how you win. You feel me? It can go both ways. But I always put that shit off because you don't want the computer to adapt to what the computer want to do. And
Yeah,
I say that because you see how, like, if I put that shit on and I come down and I do pick and roll and shit like that, it could change to space in the floor because it's adapting to how the game is going. But if I turn it off, then it's always going to be the same way unless I change it. Now, with the matchups, like I had just pressed James Johnson, but you can easily do that in the coaching shit. You can always pause and do the coaching shit. But whenever you don't have time for that and you just got to do it, that's the way to do it.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
I just turned it off. I'm about to do that 80-40. Coaching settings off.
That's why when they be like, I want my substitutions on automatic, they're not paying no mind to the fact that the adaptive coaching engine is on. They're not looking at that. That's not good. That means you basically don't have no control over your team.
I have my stuff on camera relatives.
Yeah, you see it? And that's when basically is I don't really know how to explain that so much, but it's kind of just like you're not doing nothing. Honestly, you're not doing anything. And you're gonna feel a difference when you play. Trust me. Like you'll be able to lock players down that you never thought
Why
you
does
would
it feel
lock
so
down.
close?
Huh? What the
No,
camera?
I'm not saying that. Yeah, but the camera looks so close now.
Oh, that's because my TV is not small, but it's not big either. So when I have it zoomed out, it's too far. It's actually not even that close. I actually have the zoom, I think, on.
No. I ain't talking about yours. I'm talking about mine.
Oh! I'm about to say it because I'm about to say it because last time I checked, I think my camera was on
I
the
think
zoom
it's just
level
me.
too.
Oh, there you go. I was too close to the TV.
Oh. Yeah, but if you look at Kenneth Rehad, like right now, I can match him up with Ilyasova right now, and you could also put them to play tight and smother them. And if you didn't know, if you gap them, a gap is actually not a bad thing. The gap is actually to stop the three-pointer. That's actually what that's for. If you didn't know that.
Alright, so you do that.
But that doesn't mean do that all the time. You feel me? Like that doesn't mean put the gap all the time. That's only going to work if he's coming down shooting threes all the time. Like. And oh, that's another thing I want to show you. Hold on. You see where it says automatic shot contest?
Oh
Automatic shot
yeah,
contest. I always put it for
I got that on.
always.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah. Yeah, I always do that. Because that means now, when you dribble the ball and shit like that, everything that you're doing is you. Everything that's going on in the game is you. And I wouldn't be surprised if they playing like that. I would not be surprised. Like I wouldn't be surprised if they knew that. But all the extra shit that I'm showing you, they don't know that. Like where you could stop 3-point shots. Hell no. They're not doing all that. Like in my coaching settings, I have no preferences. I don't have that. Like where it's crash the glass and play through your star. I don't have none of that shit. I just do all that shit during the game.
I gotta play through my star, and that's Westbrook.
Nah, I don't got none of that. I don't have none of that. All my shit say no preference.
So half the stuff that you just told me, they probably don't even know about.
Because I'm pretty sure they're not doing that. Like I said, I watch y'all games, and when I watch y'all games, nobody's
You
doing
don't see
that.
us doing that.
Yeah, nobody is doing that. That's what I'm
All right,
saying. I'm
hold
going
on.
into detail in the game. Like that's what I was trying to tell Kev. Like, boy, I got it set to when he was playing with Derrick Rose. I had it set to where it will force the jump shot, and that's why I remember he was like, "Oh my God, why is this happening? Why is this happening?" Because I have my defense set to make him try to shoot a fucking jump shot. Yeah, of course,
So is that what
sometimes
you
it's
do to
not.
Westbrook?
Huh?
So is that what you do
But
to
nah,
Westbrook? Forcing him
to
to
be
jump
honest,
shot?
to be honest, with certain players, you got those certain players to where it doesn't matter what you do, they still gonna get theirs. Like DeMar DeRozan, So what I did for Westbrook, I think I put force baseline. So to try to make him go baseline and run out of bounds. I tried to do that, but then I did
That it don't work. Westbrook is too fast. He gonna get his regardless.
yeah, he's one of those players like LeBron. Like when I went against LeBron, I put nothing inside. We were stopping him. We was that's what I was trying. That's what I was trying to tell you. When you put nothing inside, like if you go to each player and put nothing inside, and he keeps doing that and keeps doing that and keeps doing that and keeps doing that,
How do you do
you're gonna
that
get the
again?
results that you want.
How do you do that nothing inside thing again? Because I use help for Paul George.
If are you watching?
No, no, I'm on mine. I got like,
Oh, you want me to just tell you?
yeah.
Okay. Wait till I get back on defense for a second. You gotta press first. You gotta press R1. You press R1. I mean, no. You press the right on the directional pad. Press right on the directional pad. You press
Right.
You press R1. I think at least 3 or 4 times until you see the part to where it looks like a substitution, and it should say
And
focus
then
on. It should say focus on.
and then nothing inside. Yep. So
Yeah,
Anthony Davis, all he doing taking jump shots now.
yeah. It's a bunch of different options. There's nothing inside. I think force the drive, force him to shoot a jump shot, boxes and elbows. I don't know what that is, so I don't fuck with that.
Yeah, I got that to nothing inside.
Mhm.
For no right on to Anthony Davis, nothing inside. You died. Yeah. Yep. That's actually well. Yeah, Anthony Davis gonna get his regardless, though. Like you said.
That's what I was trying to tell you. Like, yeah, of course you're not gonna be successful every time, but for majority of the time, like when they try to throw those passes right in the paint and you got everybody on nothing inside, everybody's going to be on it. Like, yo, what you doing? What you doing? That's not going there. What are you doing? Like,
Hold on. So that going. So then
huh?
that's what they gonna say. So that's when they gonna say 2K on your side when like we stopping everything inside. Cause you
Mhm.
just made me even better now.
Yeah, yeah. And since the fact that only me and you probably know that now, you're gonna see the difference in your games, bro. Because when you're going against a human being, it's very hard for them to adapt to certain shit because everybody knows how they play. You feel me? Like, I'm about to do this. I'm about to do this. I'm about to do this. But he doesn't know that the person that he's fucking going against is going to do all of that. You do all of that,
And
and he keep trying to be a hammerhead and keep playing the same way he play. It's not gonna work. That's why I told Kev,
then
like, that's why I'm like, oh, shoot
how do you
jump
just
shots,
switch
nigga.
everything?
hmm
How do you just switch everything?
How you switch everything? If
Yeah.
you press right on the directional pad, press R1 twice, and no, actually press R1 once, and you should see it switch everything. You could do all that. You could. I'd rather you do that though. I would never put focus on stars. I would never do that. I would never put focus on stars, and I would never put shrink the floor. I wouldn't put no threes. I would just always put switch everything. Because that means that no matter what happens and they're going to switch. That's why I be blowing past them like that. With DeMar DeRozan, that's why I be blowing past all y'all because they not switching. Like you could run a man-to-man defense and be fine because they're going to switch.
All right. So I'm on defense right now.
And when you
And one, two.
and don't be afraid to do it whenever this is another thing people probably don't know. Whenever the ball is passed to another player and you just tap X, you're going to switch to that player immediately. Immediately.
How you do that?
All you gotta do is just tap X when you're on defense, bro. That's it. Just tap X and you're going to always switch to the next player.
Yeah,
Always.
you was right. They pick and rolling every time.
Yeah, and when they do that, and as soon as you see him set that pick, you press X and you're going to switch to the other person so he won't get left.
switch everything.
But don't always
Yeah.
let the but don't always try to let the computer do it for you. They're not always going to do it. You're gonna have to do it yourself sometimes.
All that's, and then press right, and then shooters get open, and then I
Yep.
can choose
Yeah.
Justin Jackson. Hey,
Yeah.
that's tight.
Yeah.
Shooters open. I want Gordon Hayward to try to get open.
Yeah. You could play like how you want to play. Like if you press space to floor and then you put get shooters open, you got to watch out for that. I'm about to put you on to something else too. When you press timeout, right, you're gonna have way more time to do this now. If you press timeout, it's going to give you an option to where you can set your defense up to if you set your defense up and set your offense up. Now let's say you got a big man in the fucking center that can shoot. You can set it to the point to where they're outside on the 3-point line, which I wouldn't suggest you do, but you can do it.
Oh, hey, that
Yeah,
actually worked. Gordon Hayward actually got open.
yeah, yeah. You see how you can
Bruh.
play? You can actually have fun now. You feel me? Because now you're actually enjoying it. Like now when you pick up the controller, you know that you can play like how you really want to play.
Dude, I always wanted Gordon, because they don't never spot up, and I be wanting like spot up shooters.
Yeah, and then if you press get shooters open and you
And
motherfucking if you press automatic, everybody's gonna try to get open. And
yeah, that's why I'm how to stretch.
do you know
Stretch.
about do you know about getting your player open? Like if press L1 and press Gordon Hayward, right? And then it's just on the analog stick. You should give you a bunch of different options like cut to the basket, get
Oh,
open,
and then it
post up.
says Sean Livingston post up.
No, it should be it should be a bunch of different options.
Yeah,
It should say like get open, cut to the basket, post up, um, isolation. I think.
but the one that I liked was Livingston get open.
Yeah, but when I do that, I come down the court and I do that for everybody, mad fast, everybody. So everybody's trying to get open, everybody. And then if you got get shooters open, then you press everybody get open, boy, yeah, you're gonna get a bunch of 3-point shots, bro.
Hey, bro, thank you, because this is actually working. Bro, Anthony Davis ain't taking no jump shots. He has to work his way inside.
Yep.
It's not easy. Unlike it was that time.
hmm But as far as the controller settings, I've realized I'll be having to change that back a lot. So just remember that you might have to change that a couple times.
Which one? The absolute?
Yeah, you might have to change that because I notice every time when I start a game, I got to change it back. So that's the only thing you might have to change. I mean, your substitutions and your adaptive coaching engine, you might have to change all that shit all the time. But besides that, and then if you go into the game and because another thing about going against a user, most of the time they don't really try to shoot that fast. So you got time to put nothing inside. And sometimes I take some L's. You feel me? Like they'll score in the middle of me doing all that, but I got it done. So, alright, that means by the time they get the ball on the next possession, I should be fine.
Facts.
But yeah, I
Hey, yeah,
do
but
be.
this elevated my game all the way.
Mhm.
I ain't gonna say it did like my full potential at being people, but
Mhm.
yeah, it did a lot.
It made it different, more complex.
Yeah,
Mhm. Like now it's like now
instead
you
of
could be more in tune to the game. Like now it's more than a game.
yeah. So then I can put ISO with like isolation with Westbrook. 'Cause nobody can stop Westbrook.
Hell
He too
yeah, hell
fast.
yeah. Like what I do, you feel me? And I don't give a fuck about telling you. What I do to get the paint so open, I call an ISO as soon as I get the ball. As soon as I get the ball, and then I call for a fucking screen, and that's how I get all those dunks, bro. Like seriously, I know playing against you is gonna be harder now because you know, but I ain't really too worried about it. But at the same time, that's how I always get all those dunks. Cause I'll be calling the ISO and I'm not even fucking there yet. I'm not even there, and these niggas already
Hey,
played
bro.
the fuck out.
I be trying to stop DeRozan. It be giving me headaches trying to stop him, bro.
Man, it's gonna be hard for everybody, bro.
That's
And
the
plus,
that's why I need Zach Levine.
it's the badges that they have. Like like if a power forward has pick and pop up, and the point guard has pick and roll, you're not gonna stop it.
Yeah. I'm 19-1. That's crazy.
You going against a computer?
Yeah, I'm just playing all my computer games.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Since for real nothing else to do, so I'm just doing this.
Yeah, get them wins, man.
Man, I
Yeah,
do you think I'm out of do you think because Kev got the all-time best record out of both seasons? Well,
I don't
all-time
care,
best record.
cause I don't, cause he lost. So
I'm just trying to make some regular season records, bro.
I ain't
If I'm
worried
only
about
lose
that shit.
one game, and that one game was to a computer, I beat all my users.
Shit, I wish I could say that, but at the same time, I beat them. So, you feel me? I
I
didn't.
like playing against you. I don't like playing against none of them. They 2K because 2K on your side, 2K on your side. Like that get annoying sometimes.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
why I'm like,
Like,
okay, I do not care.
yeah, like when I go against Kev, the moment he misses a shot, it's like, damn 2K, damn 2K. Like, boy, like,
Then like get
it's,
out of here with that. Like
come on.